Close your eyes. You're back on the African savannah 50,000 years ago. The fire has died down to glowing embers. You drift off to sleep and suddenly you're not in the cave anymore. You're back at the riverbed reliving the moment a leopard lunged at you earlier that day. Your heart rate spikes, your muscles twitch. You wake up in a cold sweat, heart pounding in your chest. Was that just a nightmare, or were you doing something far more important? For decades, we've dismissed dreams as nothing more than the brain's trash collection, random, meaningless electrical noise as we clean out the day's mental clutter. But looking at our evolutionary history, the theory falls apart. Evolution doesn't spend precious metabolic energy on meaningless activity. If we dream, there is a reason, and that reason is survival. Think about the stakes for our ancestors. You live in a world where one wrong step, one missed pattern, one slow reaction means death. In that environment, the brain couldn't afford to rest. It had to keep training. When you dream of running from a predator, your brain isn't just playing a movie. It's running a high-stakes simulation. It's rehearsing the exact muscles you need to fire to scramble up a tree. It's analyzing the trajectory of a spear. It's stress-testing your survival strategies in a safe environment where failure doesn't cost you your life. This is what scientists call threat simulation theory. By forcing us to experience fear, anxiety, and conflict in our dreams, our ancestors were effectively pre-playing the dangers they would face the next day. A human who dreamed about being hunted was a human who was sharper, faster, and more prepared when the sun rose. Those who didn't practice, they were the ones who didn't survive the next encounter. But it wasn't just about survival. It was about social intelligence. We are a tribal species. Our survival depended on navigating complex hierarchies, understanding who to trust, and reading the subtle facial expressions of our group members. Dreams allowed us to rehearse social interactions, process emotional bonds, and solidify the tribal trust that kept us alive. When you lose sleep, you lose this nightly training session. You become reactive, emotionally unstable, and cognitively sluggish. We think of dreams as an escape from reality, but the truth is the opposite. Dreams were the training ground, where the human mind was forged. Every time you dream, you are connecting to an ancient hardwired process that turned a weak, hairless primate into the apex predator of the planet. We didn't just survive the night, we used it to master the day. So the next time you wake up from a vivid, strange, or even terrifying dream, don't just brush it off as nonsense. You were busy rehearsing the history of your own survival.